Well, I see the fans up here, and I see a real opportunity to build a team up here.
Jim Barnett for Warriors.com. All season long, we're going to bring you special features on Jerry West, basketball icon. Catching up with Jerry West, we'll discuss the 1960 U.S. Olympic champions and the gold medal and how much it meant to Jerry West as a player. When you graduated, it was fortuitous that was 1960, an Olympic year. You were chosen to play on that Olympic team where you won the gold medal in Rome. You and Oscar Robertson were co-captains. And I've heard you say this, I've read about it, how much that meant for you personally to step up there and receive that gold medal and hear the Star-Spangled Banner, and tell us about the deep meaning of that.
Well, Jim, at that point in time, even though, I had a career that a lot of people probably like to have in college, people were much more nationalistic then, okay, than they are today, in my opinion. And there was a wonderful book written by David Marmanis, the 1960 Olympics that changed the world. There's so much going on in the world then, the threat of nuclear war, the Cold War, racism was, everyone was, the world was in turmoil, okay? And we were supposed to go there, and as an amateur team, compete against some of the teams, and obviously there wasn't that much information. I mean, heck, everyone knows about players in Russia or Yugoslavia or Spain today. All the NBA teams know about them. We didn't know anything about those people. And my only experience in playing international competition was in the Pan American Games in 1958 in Chicago, and it was a completely different game, very physical, and players bigger and stronger and older than we were when we were, I guess, 20 years of age then. But I'm 22 years old. We go over there, and making the team was very difficult, not like it is today. It was very difficult. And when I was selected, I said, "Oh my gosh, this is a dream of a lifetime for me." But once you got over there and you saw, if you'd go to any of the ceremonies and everything, it was just amazing to me the incredible feeling that you had inside, like playing a real meaningful game. I didn't want anyone to talk to me, just leave me alone when we played big games. I didn't want anyone to say a word because it's about concentration. But I got over there and I saw how these other countries felt about their respective squads. And then going to the games and having a chance to put on a USA uniform, it was really special. But I didn't realize until as we went along, the one game we had to beat Russia, okay? And I played my best game in that game. In terms of all-around play. And most of the time we didn't play very much. I think we won by an average of 40-some plus points a game. And all of a sudden the last game, and Pete Newell, who was one of the most incredible men I've ever met, and I was really close to him. And he knew how hard that I was on myself and how I didn't want to lose and everything. But he got up and made a speech, and we were going to play Brazil in the championship game. And he said, "Fellas, look," he said, "we really played well, but," he said, "we've got to go out there and really do something special." And I found out afterwards, if we had have lost by 96 points, we would have won the gold medal. But we ended up winning by about 65, and it was like, it's so easy. And when things are so easy sometimes, you just take blasé. But when we got up there with Oscar Robertson, that time only 2 people got up there to receive the gold medal. I wish people knew what that felt like for me. The emotion, that was going through your body, the elation, the joy, because I really felt for the first time, done something not for West Virginia or my high school team, but we'd done something for the country. And as I say, those were troubled times then. And it was, every time I hear the national anthem, every time, and I've heard it a lot, and you've heard it a lot, every time I hear the national anthem, I immediately zapped back to that point in time. And so it was really significant for me. And to say, when everyone has a different personality, okay? We all have different personalities. I think it would be a terrible place to live in a place where everyone was alike. I wouldn't like that. But it was just so meaningful for me that, and it made probably the greatest impression on me of anything that I was ever involved in, more than winning an NBA championship.
So it's
the greatest thrill of my life.
Not only a par, but it's above that.
Oh yeah, it was really significant for me. And as I say, to go over there and, you know, we knew the Soviets had these great big guys and everything. And I believe there was one guy on their team, I think I still remember his name. I think his name was John Krumish. He was like 7'6", and he was giant. He was a giant. And I'll never forget that, you know, we were playing this game very competitive, very physical. I mean, dirty. It was dirty. The game got out of hand in our favor, and they put John Krumish in the game. And the great thing about it, he wasn't a really efficient runner. And you could tell when he was creeping up on you, okay, bang, 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 here he's coming up the floor. And after the game was over, I said, my gosh, we'd heard so much that they were really, really good, that there was a lot of adrenaline flowing in that locker room, a lot. And afterwards, I said, my gosh, I think we won by 27 points. That was our closest game. But it was, that was a really significant moment in my life. And probably the proudest possession I have is my gold medal and my uniform.